We've been waiting for months, and now there is another tool in the fight against COVID, the country's first fully approved vaccine. We're finding answers to your top questions about Pfizer's new status, from how we got here to concerns about cutting corners and what it means for the future of vaccine mandates.
FDA's full approval of the Pfizer vaccine is being called a major milestone, but people still have a lot of questions about this game-changing decision. A big one, what does full approval mean?
You are doing great. All done.
To get the green light, a vaccine must have enough research to show it's safe and effective for most people. And unlike the 2 months needed for emergency authorization, full approval requires 6 months of data. It's considered the gold standard. Others are asking, was it rushed? In a way, it was. The review was prioritized by the FDA, giving them about 6 months to evaluate the data. The FDA says they used an all-hands-on-deck approach to accomplish it quickly. Sometimes reviews can take months or years. And will it lead to more mandates? Experts say full approval could set the stage for more mandates in workplaces and schools. That's because it's significantly more difficult to challenge in court, and more employers feel comfortable. Something we saw the Pentagon and New York City schools do Monday. Now that we know about Pfizer, what about the other vaccines? Moderna filed for approval a few weeks after Pfizer, and J&J said it hopes to do so later this year.
So the big question now is if the FDA's full approval will persuade people who were on the fence about actually getting the shot.
That will be one more reason for those 90 million people who have still not gotten their first dose to say, okay, I guess it's time.
Earlier in June, a Kaiser Family Foundation survey found about a third of unvaccinated adults were more willing to get a shot if it had full approval, but not everyone is sold.
I'm hesitant because I feel like it's still new and, it just was approved today, so I'm still a little iffy on it.
What I worry is that they may just come up with another reason for why they don't want to get it.
This comes as vaccination rates across the state slow, but the spread of the Delta variant continues to worsen. That alone is encouraging some to roll up their sleeve. And keep in mind, just because Pfizer received full approval for people 16 and up doesn't mean the safety reviews are done. The FDA is requiring the company to keep studying side effects. The most common so far, fever, pain, and headache. Right now, the third dose is still in the emergency authorization phase, so no full approval, and the emergency approval only applies to people with severely weakened immune systems. We're still waiting on the CDC and FDA to sign off on emergency authorization for Pfizer and Moderna booster shots, but it's expected that it could happen in the next few weeks, with the booster rollout starting in late September. Now to your morning rush. Over in Hendricks County, Avon Schools decided to expand their mask mandate to all students and staff. Last week's vote only required masks for grades K through 6, but last night they decided to include grades 7 through 12 in the mandate starting today.